Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Criminal Oddities. It's your boy Art here. Today, I'm going to be doing a little reaction video about this guy, Wes Watson. I've been meaning to do a video on this guy for a while. I see the content all the time. So, we're going to be covering a video that's done by this guy here, Bubba. So, guys, check out his channel, subscribe to his channel. He makes real good content. I watch his stuff all the time. But guys, we're going to get right into this thing.
Last time on the Alpha Male Universe.
I gave you the address. If you swear there's going to be an issue about telling gym people or anything, follow me out of the gym. It will just be me. And I will serve you so bad.
12 seconds later.
Now, guys, I don't know if you know anything about this guy, Wes Watson, but everything he says is a lie, dude. His whole prison history, everything he says is a lie. I don't know how this guy gets people to pay him for real. I watch the content because I like laughing at him, but anyone that looks up to this dude, man, you can just tell, just how emotional he is, always whining, yelling. This dude wasn't running no yards, believe me, dude. Any of these guys that come out saying that anyone that has these crazy stories, period, about prison, they're lying, dude. 1090 steaks, this guy, all of them. Either you can tell just by looking at them that they're soft. This guy, Wes Watson, you can tell he's so insecure, bro. Any guy that does steroids, dude, is just insecure from the rip, for real. You know what I mean? That's like the equivalent of a girl getting a BBL.
The attorney asked him this question.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Are you saying that you didn't invite people to come to that gym for a physical challenge? Wes Watson says, never, that's so stupid. I may have been a little carried away with that Todd bit, but honestly, you're gonna find out why that lawyer is the GOAT of the Alpha Male Universe. So welcome.
I don't even know why he would say that, because if anyone knows anything about this guy's content, he used to be threatening people all the time, telling them to come down to the gym to fight him and all that. And look what happened the first time someone actually showed up. It's crazy, man. And believe me, he didn't react like that because he's tough. He reacted like that out of fear of getting beat up and exposed on the internet.
Back to the Bubba YouTube channel. This Wes Watson deposition is something that everyone is talking about on the AMU blog, and you're gonna quickly find out why. Truly entertaining stuff. It just has everything, all of the drama that people are looking for an AMU episode. So be sure to smash that like button if you want to get in a flow state, and if you haven't subscribed yet, watch a few minutes of the video, because I think that all subscriptions are earned, they're never given. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Long story short, in order to summarize the last video in case you missed it, Todd the Giga Chad lawyer was trying to establish Wes Watson's racial motivations for his actions. So this is a continuation of these type of questions. Now for the reading part, I'm probably going to do like a little voice acting. It's probably going to be cringe, whatever. Some people were...
Yo, just by looking at this, I could already tell this dude ain't taking this serious, and I don't know why. Because he's going to lose a lot of money over this. But everything this lawyer is asking him, and you'll notice this throughout the video, everything the lawyer is asking him, he already has proof of. So, I don't know why this guy is even up here saying he never said these things. His best defense would have been like, yes, I said them, but it's entertainment. I didn't mean literally. He's obviously not that intelligent, though.
Requested it to have a little bit more fun. Now the attorney asked the question, do you, when you were incarcerated, did you associate yourself with any type of white national or Aryan Brotherhood organization? Wes Watson replies saying, no, and when you're in prison as a white guy, you just have your own peoples. Like Todd, you would have to be someone as well who would have to just have your people's back. And if something happened, you would have to fight with them. Now I find it hilarious that Wes Watson attempts to deny his connection with the Aryan Brotherhood because he was bragging about it on a Jack Doherty stream.
Like semi-famous to where people will build their platform off of your name. So that's what it is.
I only fight 2 minutes in prison.
Fights in prison? I mean, in Cali prison, you can't really fight. But I mean, if, probably 7.
Did you do TOH?
This is California.
So you had to do politics and all that?
Politics, I can fight.
Okay, so you had to deal
So
with...
look at, you couldn't, like, if a black fool had a problem with a white...
Yo, how tall is Jack Doherty, man? Because these guys are almost about the same height. That dude ain't no 6 foot.
fool, then, like, it's going to crack the...
Were you with the Aryan brothers, or you just...
Why? Rebecca would. When you join prison and you're on GP...
And they went up to you?
You're an Aryan brother again. You're part of Aryan brother. You're AB. Second you walk in, you're AB. No one denies it. I mean, the thing is whites are here.
All right.
Southern or Southsiders are here.
I'm Hispanic, so where would I go?
You're Southside. You'd be on my side.
But
you'd be chilling. Me and you'd be chilling.
We be chilling.
We'd be family. If they f*** with you, I have to jump at you. If they f*** with you, I'm jumping.
And there would be a lot of riots.
What it is.
So Wes Watson caught in the act once again for lying. He clearly said that he was part of the Aryan Brotherhood. He tried to get around the question, but the island boy kept pressing him about it because he was very curious. And you could tell by his reaction that he couldn't really believe what he was hearing. The Aryan Brotherhood, I don't need to really expound further on how ridiculous that group is, right? It basically connects to the presumption that Wes Watson actions are racially motivated, and that's why the attorney Todd is going in on this. So
Bro, you could look at somebody, you could look at that guy Wes Watson's eyes, and you could just see he's never been in nothing serious. Nothing's ever happened to him. You could just tell he's never been through shit.
So Wes Watson lied under oath. Yikes, that's the second time we've now caught him. Todd, be sure to screenshot these videos, man. Hopefully you show it in court. So let's continue on with the deposition. Now Todd says, "You weren't in solidarity with the skinheads." Wes replies, "No, I've never been a skinhead. That's completely different." Todd saying, "You weren't in solidarity with the skinheads." Wes quickly saying, "Never, no, there's no skinheads. The skinheads are completely different than anything I ever am." Now Todd going in, Have you ever said that you were part of the Aryan Brotherhood?" Wes Watson is now in full panic mode, saying anybody in prison that's a white guy is under an umbrella that they don't have no choice of being in. You don't join the gang. You're just part of a group that is governed by a higher group. That is, I've never met or spoken to anyone of that group. I've never met, spoken to, or been dealt with anybody from an Aryan Brotherhood. No. So the reason why I say that Wes Watson was in full panic mode is because he just adds random details. He starts stuttering. He has these big pauses as illustrated with the questions that were written out by the clerk that was writing down everything. He is really trying hard to avoid connecting himself to the fact that he was part of the Aryan Brotherhood or also dealt with them.
Listen, he was never part of the Aryan Brotherhood, which is, again, I don't understand why he didn't explain himself right there. In California, and I'm sure a couple other states out west, as soon as you get into state prison, you gotta, they're gonna tell you, if you're white, you gotta be, I don't know what all the gangs are out there, but I know if you're not with a gang, you're gonna be part of the Woods, which I don't know if the Woods are governed by the Aryan Brotherhood, but he should have just explained what he was saying, because you really don't have a choice out there, and this lawyer knows that. But I don't know. I don't even know why he ever connected himself to the Aryan Brotherhood anyways.
In that Jack Doherty clip, I clearly established that Wes Watson said he dealt with them and was also part of them. So this is where Todd is really doing a good job of framing him in the context of his racial motivations. Now Todd changes directions during this deposition and tries to highlight how Wes Watson actually encourages his followers to attack people who criticize him. So the question goes from Todd, "And do you ever make public statements in these social media posts where you encourage people who get the same type of, quote unquote hate online? Do you encourage them to respond violently to those haters?" Wes Watson says, "I don't recollect that. That would be really hard to remember. Like I said, any of it is connecting with audiences. So when they feel hated on, that they're saying, yeah, it's kind of like none of it's real. None of it's like telling someone to really go do anything like that. I don't think you understand. It's like a soap opera. It's like a story. story. I always refer to it as a movie. I say it's a movie. It's a movie. It's a movie. I call all of it a movie. God damn, man. He just can't get that word out of his mouth. So is Wes Watson saying that he's an active participant in the alpha male universe? Because it's starting to sound like that. You know what's really funny is that this bitch can't recall anything, man. It's like his mind is completely empty. Let me actually show you this clip.
You're not relevant. I am, okay, multi-millionaire who's not gonna be going and finding people. But if you want, you can come down to that address and get your ass served. Okay? Okay, we good? Let's go! All my people, start. Whenever you see negativity in comments, punk them. Whenever you see weird ass videos about these weirdos, tell them who they are and get at these their names. We don't need these fairy online no more. Straight up.
It's actually wild how much people really do live rent-free in this guy's head. Like, he would do these daily crash outs on his YouTube channel, but whenever Clinton Cream Pie left, whatever the circumstances were, he completely stopped uploading because he's a buffoon. He doesn't know how YouTube works. He's always had someone else do it for him. Absolute buffoon. But long story short, that sounded like making threats towards those who don't like Wes Watson, right? To those who he encourages to engage in that behavior. Now, some people may disagree in the comment sections. I'm totally open to that, right? Free speech, okay? I really do like when people give a counter argument because Todd said, do you try to encourage them with violence? Now, to be fair, saying stuff along the lines of, oh, punk them and go at them, someone could probably interpret that. And considering the context of his like alpha groupies and how they jumped that one guy who showed up to the gym, I think it could be reasonably interpreted as violence. And to be honest, there may be more evidence out there that is better than this clip that I showed. I don't think that I should sit here and say that this is the most airtight evidence of Todd saying that was encouragement of violence, but I figured it would be relevant to this video. If someone has any more evidence, then be sure to let me know on the
Dude, this guy is cooked. There's so much evidence of what he did, him threatening people, him saying all this shit. I don't even know why he's denying it, dude. He should have tried to settle. That's what I would have did. I would have tried to settle out of court before it even got to this shit. This lawyer's making him look like a fucking idiot on this fucking stand, man. This is a deposition, like, this is serious shit. You know what I mean? This guy could lose potentially millions of dollars, besides the fact he's going to prison. But he's about to lose all his bread, too. It's crazy, man.
Bubba Discord. But let's continue on with this deposition. So Todd continues on. He has some type of evidence that he shows in court. I don't have the screenshot, but this is what he says. Todd asks him the question: when you tell your followers to smack the shit out of people who post negative comments about them, what you're telling us, it sounds like, is when you say smack the shit out of them, you're saying smack the shit out of them with words? Is that what you're saying? Wes Watson replies, with words, because I have never hit anyone in 15 to 17 years. I haven't put my hand on anybody. Your client goes and smacks people, not me. Well, that's pretty interesting that Wes Watson says he hasn't gotten any altercation in 17 years, because that goes against everything he said on camera, but whatever. Todd follows up with, when you say smack, what do you mean?
Yo, you know what's another funny thing about this dude? He claims he was in all these California prisons, like the worst ones and all that shit. Claims he was running yards, he's shot caller, all that. I'm pretty he was never even in prison in California, from what I understand. I'm pretty sure he was locked up in like Arizona or some shit, or Vegas, Nevada, some shit like that. I can't remember right now off the top of my head, but yeah, this dude wasn't in no serious prisons, man. You could tell, like I said, dude. I don't know, man. He just tries too hard to like. I can guarantee he wasn't running around prison loud like that. Because I remember his old videos when he was like bald and skinny and, you know, fresh out of prison. Believe me, dude, he wasn't screaming and yelling like that at people.
What are you talking about? Wes replies, what I'm saying in my videos with words. Smack them with these words. Smack them with these words? Are you serious? I'm sorry, guys. That's just so stupid. Wes says, they're powerful words. I'm a speaker. I'm a speaker. I'm not a fighter. You're showing me fighters and people who are and people who assault people. I'm not that person. I'm a speaker. Holy shit, man. This is so cringe. I don't know what else to say other than that is so fucking cringe. That he is telling Todd the Giga Chad that he wants his followers, his Westonite Glazers, to smack the haters with words. Like, this is so disingenuous. Nobody says that. Like, literally nobody who speaks the English language will ever say you smack people with words. Nobody. I don't care. You know what? I will stand on that hill till the end of the world. That I have never heard anybody say smack them with words. Get the fuck out of here. So Todd the lawyer now moves the conversation towards the head kick that Wes Watson gave his client. Specifically, they start talking about his leg strength, and this is when Wes Watson really crashes out in court once again. Now Todd asks him this, do you have a significant amount of leg strength? Wes replies, I'm very weak. My legs are frail, like I'm extremely weak in the legs, and there's plenty of videos out there saying I can't punch at all.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You know how everyone keeps clowning this Wes Watson guy for getting all skinny? I wonder if his attorney told him to get off the steroids so he's not so intimidating looking. I guarantee that has something to do with it. Because, the guy's out partying and doing coke and all this shit every night. But why else would you, unless he's just trying to cycle off before he goes to prison. But I guarantee it has something to do with his attorney telling him to get off the juice so he's not so intimidating looking. Has to be. Because for a guy that's so insecure, dude, he wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't just going to stop doing it. Unless he lost his plug. Maybe Angie had the plug, and when Angie left, she took the plug with her. Who knows?
Hard, and my legs are very weak. So yes, let's go with those people. Todd asked the question, Mr. Watson, do you have a significant amount of strength in your legs? Wes says, my legs are extremely weak. Bro, like it's opposite day. Now Todd asks him once again, that's your testimony under oath that your legs are extremely weak? Wes Watson crashes out, just shut up, dude. My testimony is that Todd is lame, and he's just the lamest MF. But you want to know what it is, bro? Like, you're disrespecting everybody in this courtroom by your lineup of questioning. Like, why can't everyone just be real? Like, come on, bro. This is so embarrassing. I really wish a judge was present for this. I was corrected in my last video. I was calling it a cross-examination. I was wrong about this. This is a deposition. So that's why people who may be curious why the judge is not correcting his behavior, they're just allowing it. I don't know. Maybe I'm also wrong once again that there is some type of moderation that's going on. They're just not enforcing it. If you're an attorney or something, then you can comment that down below, because I wasn't aware that a deposition could have conduct occur like this. It's just crazy that he is literally telling Todd, the lawyer, to shut up in court. So at this point of the deposition, Wes Watson has completely lost his cool. Todd has been grilling him hard in regards to questions relating to the beatdown that Wes gave his client, and Wes had this to say, just drop the case. There's no case. A man defends himself in gym and gets in trouble, and it's a stand your ground state. Awesome, Florida. Thank you. A man who can't carry a firearm in a state where everyone gets to carry a firearm tries to defend himself when a large man puts his hands on him and strikes him, and he's in trouble. This is insanity. I want to take a quick moment to...
Bro, that's another thing. There's a video about the dude didn't hit him first. It's on video. Like, the fact that this guy keeps saying all this shit, like, where is Wes's attorney? Like, his attorney should be telling him, shut the fuck up, dude.
Say, thank God the lawmakers of Florida barred people like Wes Watson, a convicted felon, from ever owning a firearm. An emotionally unstable narcissist should never have a weapon. They should never have a weapon like a firearm, because this situation would have been even worse. Now, Wes is crying. He's seriously not able to take the heat anymore, and he said, they said this was only going to take 3 hours maximum, so that's the only time I have for today. I cannot sit longer than 12 minutes. Todd simply says, that's not how it works, Mr. Watson. Wes says, yeah, it does. Then Todd says, I'm just letting you know. Wes crashing out, That's how it works. You can't sit someone here for any longer than what I was told, which is 3 hours, which I have for my day. So for this video, I think this part of the deposition was my favorite. The crash out gets even worse because Todd is going in on how Wes Watson used a weightlifting belt that had a metal buckle to beat his client. And Todd had this to say: "Are you saying it doesn't? You're saying you don't know if it has a metal buckle. Does it have a metal buckle or not?" Wes crashing out completely. Dude, do you understand that I don't give a fuck enough to play your game? And I would just get off this goddamn call at 1 o'clock. Do you understand that? Because just stop playing these games with everybody. This is bullshit. I respect everybody until I am disrespected. And you guys, you're disrespecting everyone in this room. Dude, like, what does it matter with you for even defending this guy? Like, what if this was your daughter who this guy did this to? What if this guy did this to your daughter? Would you tell, hey, swing your purse at him? Is there a metal buckle in your purse, Susan? Yeah, come on, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you even having the job you are having? You're going to hell for having this job, right? You understand that, right? This is just so wild, man. Like, this is definitely the transcript of a man who is not in control of himself. This guy was emotionally and mentally stunted at a very young age. It's clear as day. Like, I think that this attorney has been nothing but respectful. He's just simply asking questions to gather facts to establish a context, right, to all of this. And Wes Watson, he just can't believe that someone doesn't give a shit about the name Wes Watson, who is massively famous, right? Yeah, this is just the ramblings, the mental breakdown of an emotionally stunted man. Todd not giving any rest to Wes Watson. Does that belt have a metal buckle on it? Wes says, this guy is so lame. Like, dude, obviously it has a metal. Have you seen a weight belt? It has. Why are you stating the obvious? Like, why does it matter? Like, dude, you just don't go assault people and you won't get anything swung at you when the guy's trying to defend himself. Todd says, Mr. Watson, answer the question. Wes says, why are we even here? This is such a joke. The fact that we're even doing this, and it's part of my life. And you guys have caused me this much of my life. Do you know how much of my business was ruined from this guy? Like, do you know how much of my life was ruined from this guy? Sniffles. This guy has completely ruined it. A lot of stuff in my life for me defending myself. When he could have just went to church on Sunday and I could have finished my squats. You fucking lame, Wes Watson. That's what you get when you challenge people to meet up with you at a known location with an address, even a specific time. And then when someone shows up and then you disproportionately beat their ass, that's the type of outcome you get. Like, some people have...
Yo, that's another shit with this shit, right? It wasn't just Wes Watson that did something to this guy. It was like 3, 4 of them, 5 of them maybe even. I don't even know how many of them were. But there was a bunch of them. Like, for him to even try to claim stand your ground, like, he's a dummy. The smartest thing that black dude ever did was go to that gym, dude. He's about to get paid. Because there has to be lawsuits against them other guys too. Wes Watson wasn't the only one involved. He's just the only one getting, covered about it. But that dude's about to get a paycheck for that. Big paycheck.
Said this in the comments that Wes Watson was defending himself. Absolutely not. Because 1, he escalated violence. 2, he used a weapon, which was the weight belt. And 3, he repeatedly beat this guy when he was no longer a threat. The guy was literally kicked in the head over and over and over. Okay? He was jumped by a group of guys. So get the fuck out of here with this argument. Oh, it was just self-defense, man. No. There is a limit to self-defense, and that's why Wes Watson is in tremendous trouble. It's so hilarious to see a claimed alpha male literally cry in court. Hey, Wes Watson, no one cares, and we're all laughing at your ass. So guys, that was part 2. I feel like we went on a crazy ass journey with this video. It's gonna be a part 3. There are just so many pages to this deposition, and there's just no way I can fit all of this in one video. Maybe at the end of all of this, I'll combine it to one massive, like, mega video, but that's gonna be it tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed it, if you made it to this part of the video, I'd really appreciate it if you smash that like button if you have not already. If you're new to this, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you over at the Bubba Discord. Until the next episode, see you later.
He's got it.
Alright guys, that's going to be it for the video today. If you're still watching, I appreciate it. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing more reaction videos like this. So we'll see you guys next time. Peace.